to you. And what do I mean by allow it to come to you? Allow it to come to you is the fact that you are open, you are receiving, and you're not just open and receiving when you are allowing what you want to manifest or what you're dreaming of or what you are anticipating happening. You're not always knowing what you're thinking is right because we tend to get conjumbled. We tend to get sidetracked in our thoughts during our day. So if we're doing this, pardon me, and we're not actually allowing what we want to come to us, if we're not allowing it to happen, then how can it happen? Because if we're not allowing, then it happens, then we have a tendency to have a block, a break, something that's in the way. Excuse me. Pardon me, guys. So when you allow to come to you, and you know what it is you've wanted, you know what it is you are dreaming of, you know what it is you want to manifest. When you allow it, whatever it is for you, to come to you, then that means you're open to receiving, and you're in the receiving mode. And not just that, it means that you believe, you have faith in yourself. You have faith in what you are doing. You have faith in what you want. And you're believing in your abilities and in your mindset to always be forthcoming and give you what you want. So when you allow it to come, hold on just a second, to come to you, then you are saying, I'm ready, I am receiving, I am open. Then you, my friend, are in the receiving mode. Okay. Receiving mode. M-O-D-E. Here we go. No, no, no. Cancel. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I had a glitch with my finger. Okay, so when you know that you're doing this and you are reading regularly, you are encouraging yourself to keep growing and prospering in whatever you're doing. Maybe you're becoming a coach, or maybe you are a coach, or maybe you're a mentor and you're helping a group of people, or you're helping a lot of people. Well, regardless of what you're doing, or maybe you're an affiliate, regardless, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It matters is what you're doing that is putting it forward and paying it forward in every step you take. Because you cannot get ahead unless you're willing to give. If you're not willing to give, then you will be strapping yourself in the no going anywhere field. It's just a phrase I have. It's going nowhere field, because you keep turning in a circle, 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 like a hamster on a wheel. And you're not getting anywhere, but you're working really hard and you're getting all this and you're doing all this, but you're not getting anywhere. That's not a place you want to be or to stay. So if you're not taking the time to put what you're learning to use, if you're not taking the time to teach what you're learning, if you're reading the books, if you're listening to the audio tapes, and you're getting more inspiration and you're learning so much more and you're getting it out there, but you're not paying it forward, you're not teaching it, you're not expressing what you're learning, you're not sharing the knowledge, then it's not going to do you a whole lot of good to sit on it. You don't want to sit on the knowledge that you're learning, because you are unstoppable and you are the person people are looking to have more information. So, but your day always starts with you having faith and belief in what you're doing. Have faith and belief in yourself. Meditate every morning to start your day. Be gratitude, just full of gratitude for every little thing around you. And you might try to do this. This is another step you could take. I haven't relayed this one to you before. This is the first time. Excuse me. Go outside, look around, and be grateful for everything you see, regardless of what it is. If it's a bird, if it's you have your trash cans all neatly stacked beside your home, Be grateful you have those there. Be grateful you have trash cans, right? Be grateful you have nice green lawn, or if you have an apartment, be grateful you have an apartment building to live in. Be grateful you don't have to take care of the lawn. You know, whatever it is you want to have to be grateful for, look around outside and be grateful. This will enhance your feeling of gratitude. Just by that little, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long time, guys. It can be just a short amount of time. If you can't go outside, look out the window. Be grateful for what you have. And you're going to find that's going to give you more gratitude. Once you get that gratitude feeling moving and growing inside of you, it's so much easier to make it grow more and more and more because it's right there. It's waiting. So when you do this, you're going to find that it is so in tune with what you want and with what you're doing. So, and also it's going to enhance your feelings of gratitude, and it will also help you to grow and to not just grow, but to accept and receive more of what you want. Another thing you can do, and we have not talked about this before either, this is going to be the first time I've relayed this to you. This does work, and it's something I do. As you're learning to manifest better, as you're learning to grow better, embrace the source God in all that you've been manifesting and all that you're doing. Be grateful for what God gives you. Be grateful you have a home. Be grateful you have coffee, or if you drink tea in the morning. Be grateful for whatever you have. Be grateful you have a computer to do your work on. Be grateful you have Wi-Fi. Gotta have Wi-Fi. Be grateful you have a microphone. Be grateful you have a camera. Be grateful for your family. Be grateful you have food. Be grateful you could pay your utilities in your home, your rent, your mortgage, whatever it is. You get the hint, right? If you talk directly to God, God, thank you for all that I have. I am grateful. Granted, this is another step I have not spoken to you about before. So listen up, guys. This is going to just be a short little excerpt here. But what are you saying for your affirmations? And I've said that before, but this is a different part, because knowing that we are 98% energy. The brain that we have that we're thinking with, right? Our conscious brain, our subconscious brain, our unconscious brain. They may be matter, but they are energy. Everything about us except for our physical form, which is only 1% of who we are. 1% of who we are is our body. Our body that is hosting, it's a host for our soul. So knowing that you're 99%, somebody had told me once it was something else. But we know now through science that it is energy. We are energy. Knowing that, and knowing that you have the ability to be on the same energy level as anything else in the world, we all connect. We are all connected in one way or another. We are all connected. So when you're doing this and you're saying your affirmations every day, now I hope you're saying the affirmations that are going to launch you forward. And if you're only saying them, 2 or 3 times a day, that's really not cool. You want to be more on a repetitive measure of doing them repeatedly throughout your day. And you don't have to say them out loud all the time. You can say them to yourself. That works fine too, because your subconscious of whatever, you are energy. It's going to go where it needs to go. Energy goes where thought flows. Thought flows where energy goes. It's either way. But when you do, please be aware of the negative thought you tell yourself, or be aware of the negative words that come out of your mouth. Because anytime you have a negative word, there's a feeling attached to that. That negative feeling is the one that is going to hold you back. Words only give value to what we put on them. If we say something to ourselves or whatever, for example, say, okay, you had an opportunity to take advantage of this opportunity that came, and it's making people a lot of money. It's making people some money. Or maybe it's a stock, whatever's going on there. And you say, well, okay, I don't know if I trust that. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And then you kind of forget about it, right? Then you go down the road a ways and you look back and you see people have made a lot of money off of this stock or whatever this opportunity was. You're saying, well, if only I would have bought, and this is another one that's going around right now, if only I would have bought Amazon at $3, I'd be a billionaire by now. If only I would have. It's the only I would have that we all have in our lives. From some point in our lives, we all had a if only I would have. If only. If only doesn't go to the bank. If only doesn't give you the manifestation you want. That is a negative thought. So do not under any circumstances use that negative thought. If you have to say, well, I didn't take advantage of that thought or that opportunity there. Instead, I did this. And say what it was. Maybe it was a good thing. Maybe it was something you didn't have at the time. But now I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing what I need to do to get me to that point. Always turn whatever negative thought, feeling, saying you have around with a positive. That's going to make that negative thought or feeling null and void. When you take that negative thought or negative feeling and turn it around, you're going to find that it's going to turn it around to the best of your benefit. It is going to make it a positive for you. When you turn it around and you give yourself a positive reinforcement for that, it's going to get better and better for you every step of the way, because your energy, and energy flows. Energy does not stop. The physical body has to stop and rest and sleep, and it has to have food and water. We're water. We have to have water. So knowing all these little tidbits here, you can make the choices that will help you. You can make the choices in your life that will manifest what you desire. No one else can actually give you the opportunity. What we can do is put the opportunity before you and say, we have this we're doing, this is working, this is converting like crazy. Whether you choose to be prosperous with this or not is your choice. That's another one. That's a choice. So use your choices wisely and always be in a positive frame of mind. Even if you miss an opportunity that was there, and then you look, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, and you see all the posts going around, and people are like, oh my gosh, I did this, I did that. I'm really getting leads. I'm really getting this. This is really growing for me. Take a look and say, well, is it too late? Can I still get in that? Do I really want that? I see everyone's doing this. Maybe if I reach out to someone, maybe I can get in there. I will look and see, because I am ready. That's a positive right there. I am ready. Do that and prosper and be fruitful in all you do. It is that simple, and it is that knowledge is right there for you. Whether you take advantage of it or not is totally up to you. But use your affirmations wisely. Say them throughout the day. Don't ever not say them throughout the day. And you can use the Ho'oponopono way too, and keep relieving yourself of old memories that came over from lifetimes ago. By saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. There you go. So whenever you do that, that's an energy that's going to be there for you. Okay, guys? I hope this was helpful to you, because I know it's going to be helpful to so many. So definitely, oh, my nose itches. So definitely use your affirmations, use your skills, okay? I wish you all the best, and I always have an offer for you up here, and I always have a training that's converting. So take a look and see what's there today, okay? Okay, guys, it's all for you, and it's all there. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.